Hi, my name is Jim Keady. I'm the captain and founder of Team Sweat. I received an email today from a Team Sweat supporter asking me about the question of whether or not Team Sweat supporters should boycott Nike products. And this particular individual was concerned about the fact that, well, if I boycott Nike products, then the workers aren't going to have any products to make, and then isn't that ultimately going to make them suffer? Okay. First, Team Sweat is not calling for an official boycott of Nike products, and that is not because I don't think that it would be insanely successful in terms of getting us towards our goals of having workers get paid living wages, have union contracts in place, and having Nike make a long-term commitment to the communities where they source the products from. We haven't called for an official boycott because we don't feel that's our place. The call for a boycott should come from the workers themselves. So we're working with the workers on the ground in places like Indonesia to try to educate and empower them, organize them to eventually call for a boycott of Nike products. Because a consumer boycott would be the most effective means of breaking Nike's back on these issues. I don't think that when people ask the question, well, if we boycott the products, aren't the workers going to suffer horribly? I don't think that would be the reality. The reason being that Nike is very sensitive to the amount of money they make. That is ultimately what Nike cares about, profits. So we would only need to put a very small dent in Nike's profits to get them to pay attention to these worker rights issues in a very serious way. So, that small dent would not cause this massive slowdown in global production that would put millions of workers out of work. It's simply not going to happen. So, what do we do right now? Again, we're not calling for an official boycott. If you personally choose not to buy Nike products, that's your decision. If you do that, I would encourage you to make a public statement about it. Shoot a short video like this. Write up a little piece that you can post onto our website or onto our fan page on Facebook. And just tell the world why you personally made that decision. I would also encourage you to take some of the other actions that we've put out there for Team Sweat supporters to take. Like writing to the Nike CEO, Mark Parker, at mark.parker@nike.com and telling him what you think, why you're concerned about Nike's labor practices. All right, so I hope that answers the question of, are we calling for a boycott? It addresses some of the concerns. If a boycott were called, what would happen? And I guess we're just going to have to sit tight and wait for that day when the workers step up and call for that. And believe me, myself and I'm sure many of the thousands of supporters around the United States that are members of Team Sweat will be the first ones ready to act in solidarity with those workers in executing any boycott that they might call for. All right, thanks a lot. Hope you have a great day. If you have any other questions, please feel free to email them to me at info@teamsweat.org.